So, hello everyone. It has been a hot minute since I last uploaded something on this channel. I think the last thing was the little animatic I made back in April, and besides that you guys haven't seen any of my art from this year. And there is a reason, multiple reasons actually, why I haven't been drawing as much as I usually do. I save 4 sketchbooks in front of me. But I'm gonna get into it while I go through the art. So today we not only have we have 4 sketchbooks to look through. 2 of those aren't completely finished, but you're gonna see that as we go. Also, I forgot to mention, I have a microphone now, and this microphone is super sensitive. So it actually records the noises my laptop makes as I record. I apologize for that in case I can't edit it out, but I am trying to figure out how to edit that out of the microphone thing, I guess. Like the audio file, that's what it's called, or I just use the audio from my phone, I don't know. Anyways, I forgot to get into the stickers. Also, I have my filming setup is a bit different than usual because I moved my desk and now stuff on my tripod. It's a bit complicated, but okay, I already talked for way too long. Let's just get right into the sketchbook tour. So, stickers on the front, all made by myself, except some were bought either somewhere in stores in real life or from Stationery Pal. This one is from Niansu on Redbubble. And then, I have none on the back. This is a Leuchtturm sketchbook. I was really excited to use it, and because I wanted one for a while and I never really found one until I went to an art store with my dad, and I found this, and so I got it as for Christmas, like a little after Christmas. Anyways, I started this on the 1st January and I finished it on the 28th March all of this year. New year, new sketchbook, same silly me. My name is Mao, but you can also call me Mobu or Melo. My pronouns are they, them. I'm an Aro Aspec, lesbian, 19-year-old, graphic design student. Yeah, I had some goals, but honestly, we're just gonna ignore that because stuff happened and I didn't draw as much as usual because I got massive art block and I never really felt like posting sketchbook tours. I did try to film. I did actually film this one once or twice and just never uploaded it in the last 2 months. So there's that. But anyways, this video is gonna be so long. I talk so much, but I love watching sketchbook tours where people talk a lot. So if you like that as well, watch the sketchbook tour. Anyways, here's my Aoashi Aoshi Tosuke Hayama. He's just a silly little guy. Then here we have my Aoshi Silua, Koi, and Nunsix. Really like this one. So something I did around the end of last year was starting to draw more different poses because my mental health got better, which is really cool, which means I didn't just draw the same 2 characters all the time in the same 3 different poses, but actually did stuff like this, like look up stuff on Pinterest and all. This is the Galax and Sophia. I drew this with Prismacolors, or not only Prismacolors, just different color pencils in general. And I personally just don't like this paper for colored pencils. It's a bit too smooth for me, so I didn't end up finishing it. So my opinion in general on this sketchbook is it's really nice. It reminds me of the Talent's Art Creation one a lot, except this one is like twice or even thrice as expensive as the Talents Art Creation one, and it has thicker paper. But I honestly would not buy this again personally, because I just didn't enjoy using it a lot. I didn't like how watercolors felt on it. I didn't like how pencils felt on it. Markers were bleeding, and so if you're someone who uses dry medium a lot and you like smooth paper, this is for you. Also, I really liked how Inkslide with the pens and stuff worked on here. This was an art thread with animations. There are mutuals on Instagram. Then here's my platonic boyfriend and me and my OC Satoshi. So as I usually do in my sketchbook tours, I will not point out what is my OC all the time, and more like just name the characters, and if I add something like from any anime or whatever I'm into, that's gonna mean that that's not my character. But anyways, here we have Foundations of Decay. They are a band. Okay, I'm gonna go through the names real quick. Lysander, Neurotics, Xavion, Mystics, Sinif, and Venus. I love them lots. The only thing I don't like about this drawing is how Venus, she sticks out a lot of the colors. Maybe I should have like used more yellow in a drawing in general, but just sketchbook art. Then here I drew Neurotics. This was still at the beginning of the year, so I had lots of free time, was motivated to draw a lot. I also had fun drawing a lot. Actually, now that I look at it again, I did like watercolors on this paper, but only if I did like a really light wash of a color underneath, and then I used the main colors over it, and I couldn't like directly go in with a color because it just didn't work as nice. But anyways, Skelix and Sophia again, the sillies. Then here's a bunch of my OC ships. These are all like just my OCs, and these are OCX canon ships with Blue characters, Shido and Lorenzo. And then here are the brothers from the pages earlier again, Lua, Nunsix, and Koi, Nunsix, and Lua. Then I think this was when art block kind of started. I really like this page, it's cute. I gave Tsuyosa, who is my... Actually, I usually call him Takumi because he has a twin brother. So, and they have the same last name, like Tsuyosa. So, I should call him Takumi. Anyways, I gave Takumi a design for in my OC universe, like outside of Blue Lock. I actually adjusted this design even more. Now, Takumi is a girl in my OC universe. Still an angel. And yeah, here I made a new OC. This is like the only time I drew them. Their name is Rexius. I like to call them Sexius as a joke. And this was like a handwritten Q&A I did on Tumblr. Also, something I'm just remembering now is while shortly after I finished the sketchbook, we visited my aunt who lives a little bit far away, like not like super far, but it's a long car ride. And she looked through the sketchbook, and like on the page from earlier where there were the band OCs, she said something like, "Oh, that looks demonic," and I said, "Yeah, because they're demons." And then she asked why I draw demons, and I explained, yeah, this universe with stories, and some characters are angels, some are demons, some are vampires and elves and all that stuff. And then she asked if that's good for my soul, and she became kind of judgy while looking through the rest of the sketchbook. So guys, is it good for your soul to draw demons? Like, if she knew that myself, and so like my persona is half demon, I think she would be really worried about me. Because like this aunt, she's very Christian, but it's always good to know that she isn't homophobic, but she draws the line at me drawing demons, because there it is where it begins to maybe not be good for my soul, but we don't know yet. Anyways, on with the sketchbook. Oh yeah, something I wanted to mention, they have like 2 bookmarks in this, and usually I use the bookmarks in my sketchbooks. This time I didn't. I kind of stopped using that, honestly. Anyways, Drew Dynamite, you can see more of my art block here. Then more art block. Whoa, my art doesn't want to art. This was the final straw for me. This was where like I was like, okay, maybe I just don't vibe with the paper. I need a break from the sketchbook, and I took another and started drawing in that one. But we're gonna get into the sketchbook after this one. Anyways, Takumi again, and here I returned to the sketchbook. I think it's been like I think I took a break from this in the beginning of February, or like the end of January, and you're gonna see it in the other sketchbook later, but I got really into Fire Emblem again, and the brain rot was huge. I became more like free with my art again, because I noticed something that has been causing my art block this year has been myself not allowing all that freedom that I need within my art, and I still struggle with that. I still get art blocked like a lot. So there's that, some sketches. Then this was for a school project. This was for the same school project. Then here I do Jake again. I made myself a Notion page where I like organized all my OC stuff. So now I have a folder for each of my OCs where I save outfits from Pinterest so I can draw them with it. And I want to do it more, I just don't do it often enough. Here is where my Fire Emblem obsession shows. Hubert, my beloved. I actually crocheted him. Hold up, I have to get that plushie. Here he is, my baby. I love him so much. Fun fact, I ran out of this yarn I used for his hair, so I just used some other black yarn that I had here, and my original plan was like I made the legs and then I like attached a body to it, so he has other clothes up there, but I didn't like something about it, so I crocheted this over him. This is in no way something he wears canonically. I just made it up on the spot, and I was too lazy to like weave in all the leftover yarn. I gotta do that at some point. But anyways, like I said, this is where the Fire Emblem obsession begins to show. I have a queer platonic self-ship with Hubert, with my self-insert Mai, and my boyfriend's self-insert Remiel. Right, my last video, sketchbook tour, I mean, was boyfriend reveal, because Remy, one of my, before that he was one of my best friends. Now he's my queer platonic boyfriend. I think I'm gonna go more into what queer platonic love is, in case you don't know, in the next sketchbook, because there's more art of my boyfriend and me. Anyways, this was more for a school project. This is the same, like we had to make a movie poster in photography class, and this is not what I ended up using, even though it was the plan, but I did another concept. Anyways, here was when I did the Hubert plush. Then we went outside in art class, and we drew, like we went to a botanical garden and we drew flowers there. It was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. I might do it in my free time at some point. So because something I realized is that I really enjoy drawing plants, because there's just something, they're so unsymmetrical, but so beautiful, you know, like there's always this chaos. So you don't have to draw every line perfect. Your eye can still tell, okay, there are just a lot of leaves, there are a lot of petals and stuff, and I really like it, especially with the mix of open flowers, some that are closed, some that have already lost the petals, and I just really like flowers. My favorite flowers are daisies. They've been ever since I was a little kid. Did you know you can eat daisies? I used to do it when I was younger, actually. Maybe you just shouldn't pick them up right from the ground and eat them directly like I did. Maybe, I don't know, go home and wash them first if you really want to eat them. Anyways, let's get on. Here we have is, oh my god, I can't, it's been so long since I last recorded the sketchbook tour, and apparently I can't do it anymore. But anyways, another concept for class, because we often have to like send in our concepts or like what we want to do, and for this project we have to earlier this year in that class we made our own font, and now we have to use our font to make a little animation. Oh my god, the church is starting to ding dong ding dong. The bells are ringing. I'm gonna try to edit that out. Oh my god. But anyways, I was gonna do something where the letters morph into each other, and then they spell the word Vestra, because Vestra is the last name of Hubert from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Can you guys tell that I love him? Also, this project is due in like 2 weeks. Have I started the animation? I kind of have. Have I done it in a program that I'm not supposed to use? Yes. Am I going to have to start over in another program? Yes. Is that my problem? It really is. Oh, there's a little story time behind this drawing. So these are my boyfriend and me in Mashal, like the anime, manga, magic and muscles. Two of my friends are into it. Two of my real life friends, of my classmates. They really like Mashal, and they've been telling me to start it, so I did. And I watched the first episode. I really enjoyed the first episode. Then I watched the second episode. I did not enjoy it anymore. And then I watched the rest of the first season, and it's really not my thing. I personally don't like it. And my friends, they already knew about it, that I don't like it. And then my boyfriend and I did this kind of, oh hey, let's act as if you watched Mashal to see if it's really as bad as I say. And then we act like you have brain rot about it. And then we had matching Mashal profile pictures, and my boyfriend, the next day when I went to school, he went all out. He did like he downloaded a bunch of Mashal pictures from Pinterest and made his whole home screen Mashal theme. Even when he sent it to me and I saw it, I was flabbergasted. I did not believe my eyes. That was real funny. Because then I showed it to my friends, and I later that day revealed to them that if we bamboozled them, that there was no big reaction, honestly. Cause I mean, what are you supposed to be super like, what? You are not actually into Mashal? Like, not like that, they were just like, oh, okay. And but it was funny for my boyfriend and me while we did. Yeah, this was when art became really easy for me again, when it was lots of fun, and I beat the art block I had at that time. And spoiler, I'm gonna get art block again and again and again. And also I kind of wanted to be through done with this sketchbook at this point. I'm not gonna censor that. Where did my aunt look for the sketchbook? She asked if I made up that text, but no, it's just Ein Leben lang unsterblich bei Eisbrecher. Oh yeah, this was when my boyfriend and I started watching Food Wars. In case you ever plan to watch Food Wars, stop after season 4. Season 5 is so bad. Like, I've been a huge fan of Food Wars ever since 2017, so it's been like 6 years, but season 5 sucks. I still have to read the end of the manga to see if they executed it better there, because I know they left out some stuff in the anime. Whatever this is. And end of Sketchbook. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it, but pricey. Alright, this was sketchbook number 1. Let's get into sketchbook number 2. So, once again, all stickers made by myself, except some were bought on Stationery Pal, or I got them in stores in real life. And these 2 stickers are made by Neon Sue and Redbubble. There's none on the back. Also, this is a watercolor sketchbook by the brand, like the house brand by Börsner, which is a German art store. Gotta drink something real quick. Like my throat is already getting sore from all this talking. Anyways, here we have the start of the sketchbook. I started on the 27th of January and finished it. I don't know, we're gonna see. I started this because I felt like the paper of the other sketchbook was bothering me, and that was what was making me art block. But spoiler, it was kind of, but it was not the whole reason. There was just something off about my art. Like, with some of these drawings in the beginning, I showed them to a friend in school, and I asked, "This looks so wrong to me. How does it look to you?" And my friend said that it looks good, except maybe here and there the legs were maybe a little too long and stuff. But besides that, it looked good, and it made me more like realize that my art isn't as bad as I viewed it at that time, because I really don't know what was going on. Probably just my mental health declining and going back up, and declining and going back up, and the whole cycle repeated. Anyways, now I can talk about my platonic boyfriend more, and about Fire Emblem. I won't talk about spoilers, but maybe be careful with reading the texts on Fire Emblem art. It could contain spoilers. Anyways, here we have Remiel and Mai. Platonic love, now to finally get to it, it's like its own kind of love. It's different than platonic love, different than romantic love, but it is like everybody experiences it differently. For me personally, it's a committed relationship. It's committed love, and also really strong love, but there's no romantic attraction. And yeah, it's a bit hard to explain, especially because I have a platonic boyfriend, but I am a lesbian. Romantically, I'm only attracted to girls, but queer platonically, I don't really much. I've never had like queer platonic feelings for a girl as much as I know, but I've had like 3 times in my life queer platonic feelings for boys, and I never talked about that to those boys, because one of them was when I was in 5th grade, and I only later, after I learned what queer platonic love is, I figured out, oh, that's what I felt for him. That was not a crush. And yeah, anyways, my queer platonic boyfriend visited me like 2 weeks ago. It was the first time we met each other in real life, and it was so cool. Oh my god, it was so much fun. But oh my god, already 25 minutes and we're not even half through the second sketchbook. This video is gonna be an hour long. Have fun, guys. Oh my god, it's gonna take so long to edit. Takemiya again in my OC universe. Then I think at that time my art block went away again. This was also during a 1-week break from school, so I had more time to draw. This is something I drew for Valentine's Day, because sure, Valentine's Day is usually associated with romantic love, but I currently have no romantic interests or whatever, and I love my platonic boyfriend a lot, so I drew our personas. At that time I still had blue hair. And here I drew I see Zoe with shiny, glittery, and more of Zoe and her brother Galax. Then here we have more of my boyfriends and my self-insert. Oh, here it was one of my friend's birthdays. And I forgot that there's stuff I cannot show you guys in this sketchbook. Anyways, I'm either gonna skip those pages or cut them out in the video. This was after I played Fire Emblem Engage. The game is so bad but so good at the same time. Especially the DLC. I didn't like the story of the DLC. And the main villain of the main story, he kind of felt like a My Little Pony villain, honestly. So like kind of childish and kind of boring. But I still can't help but love the game and love the characters, so self-inserts for Remy and me. Then I drew Tosuke again. Let my friends draw in my sketchbook. Venus. Then Dynamite. He didn't look like how I wanted him to look like. I really don't. Anyways. Dynamite. It is Dynamite. Yeah, it is Dynamite. Then here we have Pyro. Haven't drawn him in a while. And oh yeah, these are OCs I made for my boyfriend and me. We only ended up talking a little bit about them, and I haven't drawn them in a while. But alright, here we have Hubert from Fire Emblem and my self-insert again. Oh right, what got me back into Fire Emblem was that I played Three Hopes. I actually got it fairly soon after the release 2 years ago, but I never really got to playing it until earlier this year. The way this game broke my heart over and over, and I still have like 3 playthroughs to go through because I want all the endings. And dear Lord, this game, my heart. Oh yeah, this was when I returned to the other sketchbook and used this one a little less. This was something I did in art class. It looked better before I did some stuff. So this was just like practice and sketchbook. My final project looked different and much better. Oh yeah, here I did a little collage. Something my friend drew like over a year ago. And now it's only sketches, nothing finished anymore, because I finished the other sketchbook at this point and started a new one, or wanted to start another one. And yeah, I just sketched stuff to finish the sketchbook, and I definitely want to buy this again. This might be my favorite sketchbook ever, because the paper feels so nice for everything I wanted to use, and just it wasn't too expensive either. I don't remember the price at the moment, but I think I'm gonna get it again. The only issue is that it's quite a trip for me to go to Besna to get one of these sketchbooks, so might have to do that after school sometime. Yeah. Here I practiced with like body height and stuff and proportions, because that's something I struggled with. And this was when I was done. And now the third sketchbook, guys. Are you excited to see where it all went downhill and I just decided fuck you, art? Are you ready? I hope you are. look, I was so excited to start a sketchbook. Oh yeah, something that contributed to my art block for some reason was that I started crocheting and I taught myself knitting. I crocheted like 3 years ago, and I got back into it this year, and I think something about crocheting a bunch and not drawing literally all day made my art block, or made my art skills regress for some reason. Also, hated this paper. Can you see this? When I used watercolors, this happened, and watercolors do not they're not like alcohol markers. They should not do this. And this sketchbook, it was like, I think 20 euros or 25 euros, and I was so disappointed because this is a brand I actually like for pencils and stuff. It's by Marabout. I had pretty nice watercoloring from them a couple of years ago, and I have some watercolor markers from them, and I like those, but this is really only meant for dry medium, and I like using wet mediums a bunch, so this was not for me. Oh yeah, here I drew Hubert, Remiel, and Mai. Then this was for a sweater I wanted to crochet. Spoiler, never ended up finishing it because I did not want to make any more granny squares. And I'm gonna make a little tote bag out of the ones that I did. Here is something my friend drew. This is my alter ego, Noyo, because I got an exam back from a teacher and they wrote my name somewhere on the back, like because they wrote something directly addressed to me, and where my name was supposed to be, it said Mao, but it was written so weird that I read Noyo at first, so that is my alter ego now. Oh yeah, this was already at a time where I decided I do not want to use the sketchbook for art. At least not in the same way that I use it for others, so I wrote down some notes I needed for, or like I watched a tutorial for InDesign because there was something like an interactive map I needed to do for a class. So yeah, wrote down stuff in my sketchbook. And as you can see, I did not vibe with the sketchbook. I kind of just doodled in there, took it to school, doodled during class, but I don't really draw much in school anymore. So I also used this to warm up, and at some point, where we're gonna get to soon, right here, I started just letting my friends draw in here. And also, oh yeah, this was my boyfriend's birthday. My friend drew him. He's a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, at this point I was already using this sketchbook, and I had also finished the one I looked through before this one. This is still not finished, by the way. Have I mentioned that? Because I do not want to use it for art anymore. Anyways, sketches of Oma and Ryan from Kengan Ashura, and Ryuki. I didn't draw Koga, just Ryuki from Kengan Omega, and this is redraw of a panel because practicing different poses and stuff. Oh yeah, you can also see that I went back to drawing the same characters over and over. My friends drew this. Oh yeah, they made me watch Smiling Friends on a sleepover. Then here's Takumi and DOC of one of my Tumblr mutuals, Lorenzo from Blue Lock. I really like this drawing. Like, in general, I don't think the art in the sketchbook looks bad, for the most part. I just did not like this paper. Like, it feels weird. And there is honestly not much to show here. Oh, these are the Kengan self-inserts for my boyfriend and me, because yes, we have an insert for literally everything we're into. Because You know, there's this trend that went around on Instagram Reels and I assume TikTok. I don't use TikTok. Do you think we're in love in every universe? Yeah, that's how it started. I wanted to do this trend and then I never ended up doing it, but still, like, thinking about it, especially with our interests, is really nice. Anyways, my friend made them draw Oma and Ryuki from Kengan, and they also drew their OC. More stuff by my friends. And yeah. Alright, so there's this book. I have it right here. By coincidence, I didn't actually intend to show it in a sketchbook and just mention it, but this one. This recently released in English. It's called Drawing Like a Mangaka. Get it. Absolutely get it. No matter what level on art you are, if you can afford it, get this. It helped me so much with my art block, with learning more, with practicing more. I just did, like, one page said draw a bunch of circles, draw a bunch of triangles, and then go 3D, and that's what I did, and it helped me so much. And then I just gonna flip real quick pages. Like, this helped me a lot. I'm not gonna show you more because I don't know how much I can show from something like this before, I don't know, I get into trouble. And anyways, highly recommend that book. And yeah, I just did a bunch to fill the sketchbook. I think starting with the circles, it's all just stuff I learned or practiced with that book. Like, here I practiced here because that was something I struggled with here. First I copied this from the book and then I tried to apply it to my own art style. The only thing that I think this art book really influenced in my art is that I draw bodies, like the proportion between body and head, a little more semi-realistic. Like, I draw the bodies more like an anime now, I think. By the height, I mean. Like, I want to get back into making the bodies more cartoony in size, more stylized, but still look good in comparison to the head and stuff. And oh, I accidentally skipped a page here. Legs from behind and front and behind and hand and feet. And skip the page again. Yeah, just stuff from the book. You can't really see what I did here, but I know what I did and it helped me a lot. Like, these are muscles and arms, and here's, I think everyone has seen something like this at some point, practicing perspective and stuff. And this was the last page. I really drew in here, I think, because then I only started using it to count when I was knitting, like the rows and stuff, and I designed a little pencil case I want to knit at some point. My friend drew in here. More my friend did, and more. Hira made it. My friend Claire draw Hubert. And oh my god, there's so much more than I remember. Oh, I did with line of action. I did some poses and then I went back to the drawing random shapes, drawing lines, and more line of action. I swear the sketchbook is, we're almost done with it. More line of action. I could have very much just skipped the sketchbook regarding the sketchbook tours, but something I just wanted to show was that even though I have all these cute and pretty sketchbooks I usually really like a lot, sometimes stuff like this happens, and it's important for me to show that, in my opinion. Then the sketchbook, also not finished. This is from the store Hema. I don't know which countries that store is. They have Miffy-themed stuff, and this is this sketchbook was, this paper was so much better than I expected. It felt really nice. But anyways, started it on the 10th of April. And yeah, just did some sketches. There's not too much to talk about in this sketchbook, I guess, but which is probably good because this video is so long, dear lord. Anyways, the Kangan self-inserts of my boyfriend and me. We also have Baki self-inserts, I think that actually comes soon. Don't really know what's gonna become of these sketches yet. I have to turn the sketchbook around so much. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it all the time. I'm just gonna do it now because I think most art is this way, and if not, turn your head, I don't know. I drew, let's see, Melanie. Then here we have Diana and Milo. I mainly started the sketchbook to just fuck it, we ball. Not lots coloring, not lots of this, that, I don't know. Oh yeah, some stuff my friend drew. And another friend drew this. This was at a sleepover. And here I drew my Baki OC again, Ikumi. Love her so much. Gotta draw her again. Then here's the Baki self-inserts of my boyfriend and me. And alright, the Baki vs Kengan film released recently, so I've been imagining what if the Kengan and Baki self-inserts of my boyfriend and me met. That would be kind of funny. More of those Baki self-inserts. Then I drew Oma from Kengan Ashura. I was like also practicing drawing muscles with this and how to put them in my art style because I don't want to draw super detailed. I want my art style to look cartoony and stylized, but I still need him to look as muscular as he is. This does not do him justice, but it gets there. This is better. Ryan, I think I did him really well. I really like these two doodles. He and Oma are my favorite Kengan characters. You drew my OC Debbie. This is one of my Tumblr mutuals and me. Then here's Satoshi, and this is gender band Satoshi. This was before I did all the practice stuff in the other sketchbook with the art book by Drawing Like a Sir. Oh right, I forgot to mention he has a YouTube channel, Draw Like a Sir. You should watch his videos, he's hella good. I actually met him like 3 times in real life on conventions, and I have 3 conhons from him. Anyways, before, after practice, you can see the improvement. Oh my god. Then here we have Takumi again, and some, I think, Pinterest poses. Then here we have Zoe and Nunsix. Was still like getting back into art after struggling so much. I think this was 2 weeks or a week before spring break. Definitely not during spring break, because during spring break I started the sketchbook I currently use, and guys, I am so back. Art block, don't know her. I do know her, but it's easier to get over now. I still haven't drawn much because mental health is not mental healthing, but I have a psychiatrist appointment soon. So yeah, here I drew Casimiro because I haven't drawn him in forever. Then here's Memphis. Yeah, I think I was just sketching a lot because I really wanted to get back into art, just have lots of fun with it. Basically wanted to rebuild the relationship I have with art to how it was before this year started, because that's when the art blocks started to appear. I have no idea what this is. Just a little sketch of Takumi. I don't know. Some roses and God, I was having so much fun with art. Yeah. Just doing stuff, especially not forcing myself to line art, color, shade, everything. That helped a lot. Here's more Ikomi. And I don't know if these are like referenced from anything. Oh, here I drew Shido and Takumi and Satoshi again. And yeah, random poses. I think this is, oh yeah. Okay guys, you got through it. Wow, this sketchbook was a hell of a ride if I don't. Not like only this sketchbook, all of the sketchbooks I just showed you. In case you stayed until the end, you are gonna get some special treatment because I'm gonna show you stuff from the current sketchbook. Not all, obviously. Once again, stickers. No, these two and this one by Neon Swan Redbubble. What do I show you? Oh, I'm gonna show you my favorite page. This one. Ooh, so cool! Look at my art. Look how I had fun with my art again. You guys, it's so epic. Anyways, in case you watched until the end of this video, first, thank you very much. Thank you for sticking around through all that chaos. Second, feel free to share the things you've been struggling with in your art in the comments and stuff about art block and what helps you and all that. I don't really know what to say, honestly. It's been a while since I last made sketchbook tours, but I'm hopefully going to do it regularly again. Basically upload one every time I finish a sketchbook and not leave you guys waiting 4 months. Anyways, bye bye.